the fifth and final installment for my Alice dress, which is no longer a dress, just the skirt. The problem I was having was the bodice that I was trying to make to attach to the skirt wasn't working. I had made a jacket pattern, a shirt pattern instead, and it was going fine, but when I went to attach the sleeves, something didn't add up. So instead I shifted my focus to the skirt here, so what you saw was me sewing up the one side seam for the hem for the lining, and now the hem for the main skirt. And at this point, I was extremely happy. I was getting the skirt done. I was going to have it attached soon. Today, actually, as I'm filming this. And it just didn't work. So right here, you see me gathering up stitching down the lining to the skirt fabric, which is quite a lot of fabric, hence why there's suddenly a chair closer to the table now. And this is what it looks like. So the lining peeks out a little bit over the skirt itself, and I accidentally sewed it on backwards, if you will, so the hemline is visible, but I'm going to cover it with lace later on. So this is what the sleeve looks like, and the pattern that I just showed you made no absolute sense to me. I tried to do it this way instead, and it was working, but then it didn't. I attached it to the bodice and everything just didn't come together right. So tonight I decided to just finish the skirt. So I cut out some interfacing for the waistband and ironed that all down. I probably didn't need as much as I did, but I figured, you know what, just go with it, because the interfacing didn't really want to seem to stay down, if you will, but it's fine. The zipper was actually a little tricky this time around, and I don't know if it's just because I forgot how to do it for a minute there. Okay, I know what it was. I forgot to put the zipper attachment foot in place. It still worked, it's fine. It's attached. And this is the seam, if you will, that goes underneath the zipper. And yeah, I just cranked it out and got to work. So the lining I had to do up a little separately, but I only did about 3/4 of it or so, because the lining didn't quite match up with the main skirt fabric, so I have this weird gap. But it's fine, I have it sewed up. You can kind of see where the little gap is under my arm there. I have it sewed all the way up to that point, and then I'm just going to hand tack it down in a couple of spots, and it'll be fine. So I made a mistake here with putting the waistband on, where I thought was pinning it so it could fold over very nicely and cover the raw edges. Didn't quite work as planned, but I fixed it. I just stitched that part down, as you see here, and kind of the other side I gave a small hem, folded it over, stitched it in place, and then went over it with the zigzag stitch as well, just to reinforce everything. So there's this weird little line of stitching, but you know what? It works. You can see that here it's folded over and I'm stitching it down. All that's left to do is sew on the hook and eye, which I'll do in the morning, and the skirt is done. So the costume is going to be like this skirt, a blue shirt with a white dickie, and the apron that I made. You know what? It's all blue, so I think I'll be fine. But I love this pattern. I'm so happy it worked though.